Hello gamers, this is Sai, and welcome back to Which Way Games. Now, what romantic gesture can you think of?
Tell her she's as gorgeous as 1,000 sunsets. Tell her you need her help. Tell her to rescue you and care for you, and whatever you do, do not scream the word poop at the top of your lungs. I'm the conductor of the poop train!
And with that being said, let's go on with the video.
Now that Valentine's Day is come and gone, it brings to mind some of the partnerships that have occurred over time. A partnership between two individuals that seem to be a match made in heaven. For example, Alexander the Great and Cleopatra, Samson and Delilah, as well as Gomez and Morticia. However, despite all these memorable partnerships, those found within the world of gaming have been classed as some of the greatest over the years. Some of these partnerships came in many shapes and forms, but always followed that same goal of helping the main hero on their quest or epic journey.
Nice.
Now there are some partnerships that have stood the test of time, like Mario and Luigi and Sonic and Tails. However, there are some partnerships that are more memorable than others.
Yes, those are lovely.
For example, in Shadow of the Colossus, there was Aggro the horse, who would risk life and limb just to make sure that Wanda was safe. And when it came to the Prince of Persia trilogy, there was Farah, that over the course of the adventure, the prince would come to care about her and she'll become a crucial part to the story.
It was just a story.
As Shigeru Miyamoto once said, it's all about creating that link to the world of gaming. But what adventure would be the same without a companion to share it with? So with that in mind, let's delve into the partnerships of gaming.
All the way back when the world of gaming was starting to become more mainstream, gamers would find themselves being introduced to many gaming icons that would go on to become a part of history. These icons would have many adventures, such as exploring the wonders of the Mushroom Kingdom, travelling through the many zones of Mobius, as well as traversing the very fabric of time in the land of Hyrule.
All these epic adventures have one thing in common, and that's the ever-faithful companion.
These companions, or sidekicks as they're sometimes known as, would join our heroes on their quests, providing that support network. But not all these heroes in training would be playable. However, this became a thing of the past, especially with the likes of Luigi and Tails.
In fact, I remember when my friends and I first discovered you could play as Tails in Sonic 2. It blew our minds, and as you can imagine, it made this 16-bit classic even more of a masterpiece.
Now, being able to play as a secondary character was great and all, however, gamers were left with wanting more. And from there, the world of gaming was blessed with games such as Donkey Kong Country, that had the lovable Diddy Kong, Yoshi's Island with gaming's favourite dinosaur, and eventually gamers would be introduced to one of gaming's legendary duos.
This of course was Banjo and Kazooie, who worked together in stopping Gruntilda, and over the course of time, Kazooie became a playable character in the fantastic Banjo-Tooie.
More and more games would introduce this buddy system, where both characters worked off one another, as well as showcasing their own identities. For example, Crash Bandicoot had Aku, Spyro had Sparks, and then there was Jak and Daxter.
Now these two lovable heroes shared similarities of Ratchet and Clank, although in Clank's case he was super intelligent. But what really lays behind that surface of cold steel? Going back to a comment I made earlier about gaming companions coming in many shapes and forms, especially that of animals, some favourites were Epona from the Legend of Zelda series, Aggro from Shadow of the Colossus, and of course one of my favourites, Diamond Dog from Metal Gear Solid 5.
DD, right?
These animal buddies proved to be such a hit with gamers that they became attached to them over the course of the adventure, very much like their real life counterparts, although I've yet to see an eye patch wearing dog take down an enemy. And of course, speaking of Metal Gear Solid 5, who can forget the beautiful but deadly quiet?
As video games became more story driven, with the companions having a larger role in the adventure, there would be certain events that would occur that would bring a tear to the eye.
For example, when gamers learned the true reason why the owl in the Ori and the Silent Forest was so hell-bent on hunting our endearing hero, definitely will pull on the heartstrings. However, one of the biggest moments in gaming surrounding the companion is when Navi left Link in the Temple of Time. It left the gaming world with so many questions, and one in particular, why? Obviously there are multiple reasons why Navi left Link, but it just proves that gaming companions are such a crucial part of video games. And as gaming technology improved, so did some of these partnerships in gaming.
Gone were the days of mindless sidekicks from yesteryear, where the action of gamers dictated their movements, and in their place came more fleshed out, almost humanised gaming companions. This new breed of sidekicks actually felt like another gamer was in control, aiding in an adventure and doing what was needed to progress the story to its final climax.
Three particular gaming companions I can think of is Trip from the fantastic Enslaved, Alex Vance from the Half-Life series, who happens to be quite handy with a gun, and of course, who can forget Elizabeth from Bioshock Infinite. These three characters helped progress gameplay, and when gamers became separated from them, it created a sense of urgency to be reunited.
With gaming companions becoming more and more integral to the main plot, as well as providing that support network, it does bring into question the future of partnerships within gaming and what path it will take in the future.
Will future companions become more fleshed out and humanised, taking that concept of artificial intelligence to a whole new level, or will they still be the wisecracking idiots, very much like Claptrap from Borderlands?
Oh, hey, Steve. How are the kids?
Either way, one of the biggest things that gamers can take from these companions is the power of friendship, which is a great ideal to teach, especially when it comes to gaming.
Overall, companions within the world of gaming have become a staple of video games, allowing gamers to share their own experiences and asking the biggest question: who exactly is the greatest gaming companion of all time? Either way, like most gamers, I'm glad that gaming companions have become such a pivotal role within video games, pushing the story forward and creating a memorable experience that can be spoken about for many years.
Anyway, come back next time where it's all about reckless driving and causing the biggest burnout. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next game.